Good morning, everybody. Oh, here comes the trolls. Typical. Good morning, trolls. How you guys doing this morning? Hell, seeing how you guys are going to sit here and learn, you might as well hit that like button. Do something useful for once. Oh, wait a minute. You guys don't know how to be useful. Immigrants are going to have a problem coming through Lukeville. They're closing the port down. It's a good thing. Series of atmospheric river storms are coming in off the Pacific northeast or northwest. Saudi Arabia could flush the oil market with a flood of supply to regain control over prices in the face of rising prices. And we'll see what happens. Wells Fargo is closing 15 branches. More and more banks are closing, folks. GOP lawmaker puts Jack Smith on notice. Your days are numbered. According to the CDC, now they're calling for a triple demic. So this ought to be interesting. Biden's border crisis worsens. 9,400 plus illegal aliens flood over southern border in just 24 hours. And those that live in Wisconsin, you're about to get hit with the biggest snowstorm ever. Just heads up. Biden is pushing to allow illegal immigrants to live in national parks. This man's lost his ever loving freaking mind. And California, being California, they had a 94,500 gallon sewer spill, which closes California beaches. Yeah, but yet they're supposed to be the toughest state with EPA regulations. Because everybody follows what California does with their EPA shit. ICE to close facility capable of housing thousands of illegal immigrants. The Daily Digest asked the question: could the United States win a war against Russia and China? Well, I bet they will find out the hard way. But with that being said, morning, Christine. Okay, lurkers, if you want to lurk, hit the like button. I don't care. I gotta look at something. I gotta hear something here. Curious as to what's about to be said. Here we go.
Some people have some things in their closet.
This is what I'm curious about.
You, can you believe that? Yeah, wild news. 192 people in here that want to hear about it. Wow, ain't that something? Don't jump! Freedom Nut says, don't jump. Do tell. So, apparently, Bandit, what's up, my brother? Wyoming girl, you won't be confused very long. Matt 53 in the house. How you doing, Matt? LA Forgiven, Miss Christine. So we got some news, guys. Has anybody has anybody has anybody seen or heard the news yet? Mr.
What up, Jeff?
Admiral
How the dogs doing?
Admiral Captain, he's got some things in his closet. That's crazy, huh? You're gonna talk so much trash on other people that has done nothing wrong.
No, I wasn't, Betty.
But yet you yourself, Mr. Admiral, you're probably watching. You're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. How about that? I'm not saying no victims. I'm not saying their names. I don't or who they was, but Admiral Captain, you're a pedophile. Ain't that some news? You want to talk crap on my girlfriend that was doing legal stuff? Yes. But you don't want to talk about the things you have in your closet, huh? Your deep dark secrets. Your ship is getting blown up, son. There's cannonballs going in the side of it. There's cannonballs going in the side of your ship. Crazy, huh? Crazy. Red Squirrel, the pedophile. Red the ped. How about that? Let's talk about it. Jay Lynn, how you doing, Jay Lynn? There's
Well, they're up,
cannonballs
so
going
you
in the
have to
side
be
of his
up.
ship.
Didn't you know that?
Stua. Red the ped. Hashtag red the ped. What about that? We love you too, Jay Lynn. Party Bonza in the house. Christy R. Audrey Casey. Red Squirrel the pedophile. Man, crazy when truth comes out, huh? It's crazy. Y'all want to know who knows about it? Who knew about it and let them stay at their house? Angie. How sick is that? How sick is that?
Oh, Lord. Let's see how fast shit gets twisted around on all this. And to your question, Miss Betty, no, I didn't learn about it until this morning. And that's all I'm going to say. Because, no, I'm just not going to get into it. Well, I'm sorry. That's a sick individual. And I'll leave it at that. But that brings up the question: how many people in this chat knew? How many people knew? I don't know, Cricket Day. I don't know. Hey, hot damn. I saw something on it this morning, and it was like, wow. So let's move on. I really don't want to talk about that. All it'll do is piss me off. I'm curious how Big D heard about it. Makes me wonder. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think that's a huge miss. But um, I don't know. But how's everybody's day going? Well, like I said, the question is how many people knew. And if it is true, how many people is it going to affect? That's because he's got what he calls his family. Well, Carrie, I haven't been on, so there you go. I've been doing real life stuff. You know something you don't do, Carrie? Yeah, I know you're watching, Carrie. Well, that's just it, though, Jeff. There's alerts to every channel. There, people try hiding shit from people because they don't want people to know the true person. I don't know. I don't know. But it makes me wonder if that's not the reason why she kicked him to the curb, because she found out. Because remember, she kicked him out. I don't know. Maybe that's why she did it. She found out and said to get the hell out. I can run down the list of all of them there, Jeff. Let's see. Almonts is listening. Carrie S is listening. Christine W is listening. G is listening. Cam's, Cam's listening. Cannabis Rex is listening. Cash App is listening. Should I keep going? Should I keep going? Well, YouTube turned into the new Jerry Springer show, apparently. Seeing how Jerry Springer is dead, they brought it over to YouTube. YouTube is now Jerry Springer. All I gotta do is go from channel to channel to channel, and you get to see it all over the place. What up, Masad? You see it everywhere. Drama about this, drama about that. Jerry Springer, written all over it. He was, man. His show was funny, but they were all paid actors. They were all paid to do what they did. But I don't know. He just paid them to come on his show. Best of both worlds. He paid for them to come on his show. What I'm waiting for is somebody to make a statement. It wouldn't surprise me. I know Steve Wilkos left and made his own show because he didn't agree with what Jerry Springer was doing. So who knows? Because Steve Wilkos used to be his head security officer. And he didn't agree with what Jerry Springer was doing, so he left and made his own show. So who knows? Yeah, the ex New York PD officer. Because Steve Wilkos used to be a New York cop. But now he's got his own show and he's doing it the right way. Because he's had on people who've done different things, and the people that have been proven to do the wrong when they walk. Yeah, Chicago. Okay, you're right. I knew he was either Chicago or PD, but he was one of them. When they walk off his stage, they're greeted by police. Steve Wilco was the ball-headed security guy for Jerry Springer. I mean, the guy stands what 6'3", 6'4". But on his show, if somebody does something wrong, when they walk off stage, they're arrested. He is. He's a very big man. And I've seen him throw people halfway across that stage floor. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you saying Coco and Mel are the same people, Cricket Day? Oh, that's cool. If she got an autograph back then, it'd be worth something nowadays. He's a star now. Yeah, the guy that had no legs. I know who you're talking about. Well, aren't most cops before they become cops troublemakers in high school and grade school, and then they become a cop and are troublemakers as a cop? I agree 100%, Mama Bear. I agree. And somebody had already asked me if I knew, but no, I didn't. Because had I known, no, I don't believe in that shit at all. But hopefully, the legal system kicks in and handles it the right way. It's out of my hands. And as far as her quitting drinking, I don't know. I don't know. In my honest opinion, she needs to for several reasons. One, it's killing her. Two, the answer's not down at the end of the bottle. And three, when she gets drunk, the stupid shit she does on her streams. Hopefully it works out for her. It would do her some good. Hopefully she sticks to it and it works out. But the hardest part is sticking to it. Most alcoholics say they go to classes, they start going to classes, but they don't ever finish. And they go right back to where they were. Hopefully she sticks to it. But only time will tell. Because there's stages for alcoholism that they got to go through. And we'll see what happens. Only time will tell. Hey, Angie. Apparently, D had a lot to say this morning. Watched this stream for a little bit. Well, hopefully you guys are staying warm. More storms are coming that way. So be safe out there. I know the first storm went through Texas yesterday and played havoc with Texas. So it's coming you guys' way. So be prepared. And I know up around the Great Lakes, they're talking about massive lake effect snow being more than they've ever had. Cricket Day, I always talk bad about Telescope because he's a narcissist. And telescope loves the attention. Oh, see, I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there because that one is the biggest question of all. That's the biggest question of them all. Hey, I watched the Big 12 game. It was a good game. Because I watched Oregon Ducks against Washington. Oh, is OSU and Texas playing today, Masad? I'll have to watch it. Because I watched the Oregon Washington game. That was a good game. That was a good game. That was a really good game. It could have gone the other direction. Was it on right now? Well, shit. I can do it on this one. Oh, let's watch game day. Game day. No, that's not what I want. There's what I want. I'm not getting involved in that.
You take a look there, chips still going all over the board there. You also got Alabama. Emory likes Alabama in that first game.
Actually, it doesn't put me in the hot seat quicker day because I had no knowledge about it. Because I'll tell you right now, had I known about it, it wouldn't have gone this far.
Well, Jim Harbaugh will be back on the sidelines for Michigan following his 3-game suspension. But what does that mean for the Wolverines as they get set to face Iowa 24/7 weighing in?
We're Whitney and Asher Siegel, and this is Philanthropy.
Got it.
Because I don't agree with that one bit. And I known about it, it would have been reported and that.
Of course.
They do, Christine. Absolutely 100%. Is that right, Masad? I think there's a lot of people out there who didn't know, but the ones that were closest to him, Ninja and a couple others, makes me wonder if they knew. I don't know, Carl. I don't know. Nobody knows how far back this goes. It's been turned over to the proper authorities, and they'll handle it. They'll handle it. I don't agree with the fact that, from what I understanding, in their Discord, they were throwing out names. Christine, I'm pretty sure the lawyers will do the right thing. Give it a rest, Christine. I think the lawyer will know what to do. For God's sakes, they are a lawyer. Well, I think they were trying to intimidate and scare so nobody comes forward. And that I have an even bigger problem with. I'm sorry. You don't try intimidating a child that had something wrongfully done to him. I don't give a fuck who you are. You just don't. And I'll tell you right now, if it was my kid, nobody would have to worry about a courtroom. They wouldn't make it that far. I'd be what they call a JJ&E. If you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it. If it was my child, I'd be JJ&E. All in one step. But that's just me. I don't know how anybody else would handle it. I know how I would handle it. I'd end up in prison. And I tell the judge point blank, yes, I sure did. I saved taxpayers' money.
Ever since I was little, I wanted to be a soccer broadcaster. My name is Nico Canto. I grew up
I really
in
would.
Miami, Florida.
But that's just me. Yeah, I don't agree with that one at all.
What my dad has done was
For any child.
touched me when I was young.
Doesn't matter who it is.
And I think this country deserves a show and a network that can tell you around the clock what's going on all around the world.
Mama one, I'm trying to avoid that because it's been turned over. They're going to run their course with it, and we'll see what happens.
Michigan hoping for its third straight Big Ten title today, but they'll have to do it without key pieces. We also saw offensive lineman Zach Fincher carted off last week. A big piece they're missing on the
Yeah, I look at it this way. It's in the proper hands. They'll do what they got to do. Until then, we wait.
And for more on this matchup, we welcome in the guys Sam Webb and David Eichel of 24/7 Sports. Sam, I want to start with you.
That's all we can do.
All the outside noise and all the off the field issues that Michigan football has had to deal with, they have persevered, and now the Wolverines will play
Courts reject a lot of names for different reasons.
title game. We know how hard that number 3 can be, though. So, what are the keys to success for Michigan in this one?
But
Yeah, I think they're pretty basic. They're all offense.
ooh, Michigan is 12-0,
Iowa's offense is really
and Iowa is 10-2. Number ranked 2 against ranked 16, and they got Michigan as a negative 21.5. Really? And Iowa at 34.5. This ought to be an interesting game. gonna be an interesting game. I bet you Michigan takes that 21.5 deficit and turns it around and wins. That's just Michigan for you. I don't see Iowa with a 10-2 record beating Michigan that's 12-0. That's just my opinion. But it's turned over where it needs to be turned over. We just wait, and hopefully justice is served. That's all we can do.
Listen, Sam, you forgive, but you don't forget. I love that about your wife. That might be her greatest quality. Meanwhile, David, in 25 seasons as the Iowa head coach, Kirk Barron's is seven.
Iowa is the second fewest points per game.
Seeking though
Wow.
his first conference title in 19 seasons. It's going to be a tough one when you hear all those things Sam just talked about with Michigan. So what will it take for his Hawkeyes to pull out the upset here?
Yeah, fun fact, 25 years ago today is when Kirk Ferentz was introduced as Iowa's
Game's at 8 o'clock tonight.
To celebrate that 25th anniversary. With, as you mentioned, Iowa's first Big Ten title since 1985, first outright title. But for Iowa to succeed, they have to score on the scripted plays. Iowa's offense, as Sam alluded to, struggling is probably the nicest way to phrase it.
Well, 2 years ago, it throws up a lot of questions as to all who knew and who covered it up. And if anybody that knew about it and tried to help them cover it up, they need to be held responsible too. Exactly. I feel sorry for the child. I really do.
But this offense is not built to play from behind. So Iowa has to punch first. They have to force Michigan turnovers. Michigan's been phenomenal at taking care of the football this season. Blake Corum's only lost 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage running.
No, they need to leave the child alone, not put out the child's name or anything else on YouTube or anywhere else. That child needs to be protected.
Continue to ramp up the pressure to force Michigan to throw. And if JJ McCarthy can be that,
the child needs to be protected.
I think he is. He's a first-round talent for sure. But Iowa needs to ramp up the aggressiveness. They have to produce points on the opening drive.
And for you guys that didn't know, yesterday Sandra Day O'Connor, the first Supreme Court judge female, died.
Iowa, as Sam alluded to, Michigan did the trick plays against them a couple years ago.
Michigan rest in peace.
Nothing to lose and everything to gain. Give me a double wide receiver, reverse pass down the field. Let me see a fullback throw the ball to a left tackle. Just unleash everything against this Michigan team.
Give us some trickeration. I love to hear it. Gentlemen, thanks so much for your time. We look forward to this one kicking off later this evening. One of 2 games, a part of our 8 p.m.
What channel are you watching that on there, Masad?
The East is 9-0.
Probably Fox, huh? Morning, CC. Oh, okay.
Sometimes people need help asking for help, right? That's not coming off. You did. Yeah, good job doing it. Do you need help, Barry?
Some people just know what road to take.
There must be a commercial because I'm seeing an Allstate commercial.
The surgery was fast. Not happening.
He knows better than anyone, and he points you in all things.
No.
Take the next exit. You're not from around here, so you don't know the back roads. I don't want to wait for a party. I want to save us 5 minutes.
Some people just know what road to take. You're on the fastest road. Those are the people who know safe drivers, safe
No.
This season.
Oh, that Boost Infinity must be commercials.
Boost Infinite and send your favorite people to a wireless wonderland of endless delight. Where they'll unwrap the joy of the latest iPhone.
I'll
In here. Give the titanium iPhone 15 Pro.
until
And the latest iPhone every year.
more comes out.
Boost Infinite.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch what happens.
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza? Here you go. When you need it most.
Ready, set, go.
Ooh, Sunday.
That is so incredible. Great Christmas light.
Oh, I gotta watch that. The Great Christmas Light Fight. I like those. No, you don't need clicks to have a channel and have it be successful. And you don't need a damn cult. That's not the answer. That's not the way it goes. Oh, they're at AT&T Stadium in Texas. The 10, the 20, 25. 7-0. Okay. There, I'll turn the volume off. I'll just watch the game. Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. Okay. 4 o'clock today is SMU at Tulane. Quite a few games today. Why did I veer away? Because I'm not going to let somebody tell me who I can talk to or what to do on my channel. It's none of their business. That's my business. And I will never have somebody tell me who I can or cannot. Didn't allow it in the military, and sure in the hell ain't going to allow it in real life. And I didn't believe in the grifting. I really didn't. Because we're talking about somebody that's in their 40s that only wants to grift for money. instead of going out and getting a job. That's why I walked away. That's why I walked away. And because I did walk away, they attacked me. Okay. There's a saying that goes around that some of these people need to understand. Don't ever go to war with a soldier. That's a losing battle. You're about to find out. I know a lot of people have different issues with pretty much everybody in that channel, and that's on them. I don't know what their issues are. I don't ask. Not my business. And some of them got pissed off at me because I always made the comment, I'm not a pirate, I'm myself. I don't need a title and be associated with something to do what I do. Well, that's later tonight, cricket day. That's at 8 o'clock tonight, and I'll be watching the Michigan game. I'm rooting for Michigan. I think Michigan will take it. They got a good team. I like to see them go with the perfect season. They're close. One more game will give them the perfect season. Not too many teams can say they had a perfect season. I like to see Michigan do it. And all they need is this last game. So do I. This last game. If they win, they got it. They got a good coach. They always have good coaches. They also got a lot of good players. And they got one hell of a quarterback. And the running backs got speed. I don't know. But they got a lot of speed in the backfield. Why would we light candles for Riddle, Carl? Oh no, he comes back today. He was suspended up until today's game. Why? Why, Carl? You know what, Carl? I don't care about the adults. If I light a candle for anybody, it's going to be for the child. Child didn't ask for it, and it destroyed that child for the rest of their life. But here's the biggest question of all. If the accusations are true, how deep does it go? Um, Masad, what are you talking about? It's still 7-0. It's third down, 8:55 in the first quarter. I'm watching it. Unless you're ahead of me. Well, actually, you would be because of the time frame. Oh, a flea flicker. Oh, and yep, there's the touchdown. 14-0. Yeah, 14-0. Ooh, Georgia and Alabama at 4 o'clock for the SEC championship. Number 1 versus number 8. That's going to be a good game. Damn, too many championship games to watch today. Well, if you think about it, Jake, it makes sense. What's the best way to hide? What's the best way to hide? You get in there with a group that's going after what you did. And you can hide. And nobody would know that any wiser. Well, if you think about it, Cricket Dave, how many pedophiles walk the city streets every single day that nobody knows about? Yeah, we hear about the ones that get caught, but what about the ones that don't get caught? Let's look at TPC. How many pedophiles did they have in TPC? 6, 7 that were ousted. Because you had Outlaw Ministries, Bandit. Let's see, Frank Leopard, Frank Leopard's dad, because both of them were both convicted of it. How many more are out there that nobody knows about? Oh, and they threw a flag. Son of a bitch. Well, if you look at it, G kicked out 2 of them in one day. Well, that's the biggest question: is did Mel find out and kick him to the curb? And that's what that all brought around. No, nobody knows. Now that was one hell of a throw. Looks like Oklahoma's actually going to get on the board. Well, no, think about it. Red says he's from Jersey. Jersey J was from Jersey. Jersey J ended up in jail for almost killing his wife. Makes you wonder what comes out of Jersey. Well, like I said, one of the questions is that why Mel kicked him to the curb? Because she found out and told him to get the hell out. Who knows? I've never been on the red team. I've been myself. I've always stated I'm not a pirate. I'm me. But apparently you never heard that. I don't know, Cricket Day. I really don't know. Exactly, Jicky. Exactly. They run hand in hand together. They run hand in hand together because what was it within a week? Within a week of the incident with the neighbor, he was kicked to the curb. No, he didn't go nowhere. So I'm asking the same question. Did those run hand in hand together? We'll never know. We won't know until all the facts come out, and then we'll know. Right now, it's just an accident. I don't know. Either that or she didn't know him when she found out. She told him to get the hell out. I don't know. I wasn't there. You can't blame Riddle. You can't blame Riddle for this. The only one you can blame for the bullshit, as you put it, ADD, is Red. It all falls on Red's shoulders. Red's the one that did this. Nobody else did it. That's all on him. Now, the ones that cover it up, that knew about it, that's a whole different ballpark. Because if they knew about it and they covered it up, they're an accessory. That's what I'm thinking too, Jicky. The moment she found out, she kicked him to the curb. And that was shortly after the incident with the neighbor. I didn't know anything about it until this morning. And it made my stomach turn. Made me sick to my stomach when I heard about it. And it pissed me off at the same time. Somebody said Sparky talked about it, but I went back and looked at some of her videos. I didn't find it anywhere. So she must have either deleted the video or privatized it. Well, now, here's the biggest thing. All these people that believed in him are now regretting it. Is that right, Christina? Well, I went looking for that stream and I didn't find it. So I'll have to check on AP's channel, see if maybe she still has it up. Because I wanted to hear what Sparky had to say. Carl, they're all desperate to insert themselves in something that might create drama so they can grip for money. That's all it is. That's all it is. How much money can I make off of this drama? Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind is like, um, what about the kids? That puts them in danger. Good morning, thank you. Oh, they still haven't scored. Holy shit. Incomplete pass. Let's see if they get it this time. Oh, they finally got on the board. I don't know. I don't know, Cricket Day. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. Um, apparently several people. No, Kerry, I'm not. Apparently several people. Big D talked about it this morning. Sparky talked about it on a stream. So several people put it out there. I heard about it this morning and it was like, oh my God. Not from my understanding. From my understanding is the parent and the victim contacted somebody. The parent and the victim contacted somebody, and they want to talk about it. They want to put it out there. So we'll see what happens. Well, and Q, they did for TPC. That's how Bandit was found out to be a pedophile. That's how Frank Leopard was found out to be a pedophile. That's how Outlaw Ministries was found out to be a pedophile. Big people started doing background checks. That's how they found out who they were. Because people started looking into the backgrounds. Um, to a text I just got, I guarantee you it. Oh, somebody just went live. Let's see what's going on in there. Oh, that's just they're playing music and just talking like nothing happened. That's just gross. That's sick. I'm sorry. That's sick. Yeah. Oh Lord. Well, I know Wizzy had a mod grid for a computer. I watched it happen. Ooh, that the big boy got a touchdown. Now they're going to do a big boy dance. Twenty to seven. 20-7. I just don't get it. Um, I'm assuming Riddle was. If Riddle knew about it, Riddle was blackmailing Red for money. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of them did. But I'll be back. I need a glass of ice water and a cigarette. Don't go nowhere. Behave. All that and the reason to grift is she'll grift off of it. She always does. They did. Because that wasn't the first time. That wasn't the first time that he assaulted her. I'm not sure how long he's. Somebody said he's out of jail. I don't know. Honestly with you, I don't care. Yeah, but some promote it more than others. I'm monetized, but yet, do you ever see me say cash at me or go to my merch store? No, it's just there. Oh, is he? Somebody said he was out. Oh my God, Oklahoma finally got on the board. It's now 21-7. Oh, they intercepted it. Oh shit. Texas got the ball back, intercepted. Well, think about it. Every time the drift came up, it was for food for this, food for that, smoky stick, always for something. But yet, he'd never gone to get a job. It is, NQ. It is. I understand that. I understand that. And we all know that Red received over $2,000 from Spoon. I didn't know about it until today. And I always told Red, why the fuck you keep grifting? Get a job. There was nothing preventing him from getting a job. Nothing. Well, let me rephrase that. His criminal history probably prevented him from getting a job. Because nowadays, most companies do background checks. They also do piss test. So either way, he'd fail. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever he asked for, they'd send him. He don't. Uh, wouldn't surprise me one bit, Ninja Pig. Would not surprise me one bit. Well, here's the one thing that Spoon doesn't understand. All her actions, if what she says is true, what her husband does for a living, jeopardizes that career. What would I do if none of this was true? That's why I'm really not talking about anything. I'm waiting to see what happens. Because if it's true, we'll see. Hopefully, the judicial system plays out the right way. If it's not true, a lot of people have a lot of explaining to do as to why they came up with the story. I don't know if he does or not, really, Bob. I really don't. Never asked. Now, there's a lot of things that he would say that would come back to be untruthful. So, is the medical card fall into that category? Nobody knows. Holy shit. Um, no, I don't honestly think Angie knew until after the fact, and she it bothers her because that put him around her kids, and that will give anybody a sick feeling to their stomach. Red hasn't gone live since I called him out. No, no child is a narrative. Oh, I didn't know that. From when? Last night? I just got tired of it. I got tired of it. If you didn't agree with what he agreed with, he attacked you. I got tired of it. I simply got tired of it. And then what happened when I called him out? I got attacked. Okay, so what? If me calling you out means you have to attack me in response instead of being a man and stepping up and talking about it, that's on you. I don't care. I'm not the only one that called him out. How pathetic can people be? Oh, let's see. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. They are, Billy Bob. They are. I would, but the moment I do, I know she's going to put a strike against me. But I can read you what they are. It says, hey, all, how's everyone doing? I have some very important news for everyone, so please, everyone, listen up if you can. Lenore said, ready, Ninja. He should, his channel should come up today. Oh, here, we do it this way. This is in their Discord. This is their Discord. So think about that. And I talked to the victim. She has withdrawn her permission for Angie to have her video and share any statements. Because my question is, why were they calling the victim? Why were they calling the victim? Why would they call the victim? Makes absolutely no sense. The only reason they would make the statement, I talked to the victim, is to try getting them not to testify, not to press charges. Oh, I'm sure of it.
Well, from what I heard and what I've seen and what I witnessed, he might have done something inappropriate with an underage individual. Maybe you think? Did he? Does anyone have witness to this? What happened? Nobody's going to say anything, right?
It's
Y'all
been
are all
forwarded
gonna
to the
sit
proper
here.
authorities.
I'm sure some of you are clipping it. What did Red do, y'all? It was not good information to let me have at all. Somebody did something bad. It wasn't Sparky.
Yeah. So, let me move this over. Hang on. Oops. Yeah, so apparently Red may have done something with
And
a
if he
minor.
did go and
And
talk to the victim and the
apparently
victim's
pirates
parents,
know about that.
that's
And apparently they
and
tried to victim
trying to
shame
coerce
that minor. And then from
a
what I can
crime.
see, Angie was going to interview the victim who's a minor. Was she going to interview a minor, a child victim on YouTube? The whole thing is fucked. So is Sparky really live right now?
Well, but see, with Ninja
This is
doing this, saying I talked to the victim, that tells me
content.
Ninja knew.
No, she's not. Oh wait, let's see. No views.
That
2
means
minutes ago.
Ninja knew because Ninja called and talked to the victim, which means Ninja
I
knew.
know. I need to go to bed. I got to go to another meeting, but I know I need to go to bed. But I wanted to
Which is
open
wrong.
something, right? I first
She knew and covered the shit up.
Nothing
should be
burger.
though.
Supposedly she's
Yeah, because I'm
going.
not a good friend that does.
So let's see what she says. No, now I'll.
Yeah, so I just got off the phone. What did that person? Guilty, and bless her heart. I love.
Well, yeah, you missed a lot, El Chapo. Did you miss something here? Well, in case anyone's just getting here, I'll play it again for you.
It is, and that's a crime. That's a crime.
Just so you don't have to go back. I'm that nice.
Antagonizing the witness not to testify is a crime.
Yeah, so I just got off the phone with Freedom Squirrel. Bless her heart. I love her so much. And I just woke up. I did lay down. Really untrue. And I saw like somebody said something about a community page post today. What did he do? What did Red do? Who did he do it to? And it was said that someone in the Pirates called the victim and tried to shame the victim and make the victim feel guilty and terrible. Anyone want to tell me? A community page post from a pirate. She's still a pirate. She's a pirate on my ship. What did he do? Come on, y'all. Come on. Tell me what he did. Freedom Squirrel told me what it was about. Yeah, and I know he made $2,500 in October for memberships. Tell me what Red did. I know what he did. I want one of y'all to tell me what he did. What did that person's community post say? What did y'all's fearless leader do? Well, from what I
At all surprised, right? I mean, we talk. Like, I literally took a shower and I was going to bed, and I was like, I had already posted.
She hasn't gotten farther on the page. I want to know about all what's going on in that Discord, but she's not showing anything. But Hopefully I get an answer. Um, Spoon donated over $2,000 one night in gift memberships. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. I didn't find out about it until this morning, so I don't know. I saw and heard a couple comments, but other than that, I don't know. But I'm letting this play out, and then we'll see what happens. All we can do. Let it all play out. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. Nursey, I don't know. I don't know. Until the facts are presented, I'm not going to make a judgment call. I don't know what's true, what's not true. Oh, Bill Bob, what they did to you was wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You know what, Herd? It is what it is. It is what it is. I was, I, I really wasn't a pirate to begin with, Hung or Herb. You know that, and I never hid that fact. I always said I'm not a pirate on myself. But I didn't agree in what they were doing. But because I didn't agree with it, we agreed to disagree and we moved forward. Well, Nurse Steve, I hate to tell you this, but DOA is going to get himself in all kinds of hot water with the last 4 or 5 videos he's made. Because the particular incident he's trying to talk about is still classified. And that's going to come back to bite him in his ass. They are, NQ. They are. It doesn't matter what channel you go to. If you go to a channel somebody doesn't agree with, you're outcasted. If you go to a channel that doesn't follow their narrative, you're outcasted. You know what? That's bullshit. You can talk wherever you want to whoever you want to. It's nobody's business. Hell, I watch all you guys in all kinds of different channels. I don't care. I really don't. What up, Dean? Actually, Dean, I'm not. And I'm trying to avoid it, but you guys keep bringing it up. I don't want to talk about it at all. But people keep asking questions about it, and I'm not going to answer any questions because I don't have the answers. I'll wait to see what happens in the end. If there's facts out there and there's evidence out there, it'll all come out. Until then, I've got no say so. Cookie Monster, I've always knew that. Ant has never cared about veterans. He's full of shit. D, who hasn't he threatened? He threatens everybody if they don't believe in what he believes in. I don't know all the shit he did in D.C. And the fact that somebody made the comment that they called somebody to make sure they weren't going to talk about it or whatever just adds more fuel to the fire. Because if this is actually true and there is a victim, what they did by contacting them broke the law. That falls underneath tampering with witnesses, and that's a criminal offense. Because if you harass witnesses or victims to change the narrative, that's a criminal offense. And you can go to prison for it. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I don't know. I'll wait, see what happens. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. I, but Cindy, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. It's not for us to discuss. Let the legal system handle it, and we see what happens. And when you scam people for money, that now makes you a how do I want to word that? A thief, a scam artist, and all that will come out. That's, that's all we can do. Actually, Cindy, I haven't been. I've been avoiding the questions because I wasn't there. And because I wasn't there, I don't know anything about what's going on. Right now, all it is hearsay. That's all it is. Um, I showed what IP had that she put out there, yes, on a Discord where somebody mentioned the fact that they called what they called the victim. And if that's the case, that's tampering or trying to influence a victim. And that can be used against them. Whether you like it or not. That's trying to influence investigation if there is one going on. It is. It's called witness tampering, and that's in itself alone is a crime. And Ninja's the one that committed that tampering. That makes her an accessory to the fact, if it is true. That makes her an accessory. But I haven't seen any evidence, so I'm not going to make any judgment calls. I'm not making any judgment calls. Because I need hard evidence. Well, what people do is up to them. You can't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. Well, why do you call D a racist, Carl? Where are you coming with that? Uh, I don't know where Big D got his information. I really don't. And because he did what he did today, if it comes out to be not true, that's on him. That's his problem. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do anything until I know the facts. Because anything you say prior to knowing the facts can be used against you, and that's not good. I've read what Angie's put out there, and Angie said it's moving forward legally. All we can do is wait. I mean, I'll tell you right now, with that kind of an accusation, they will do an investigation, and they will talk to the people involved. And if it during that investigation it comes out to be true, they'll all be put out there. But until then, I'm not going to say anything because I don't know or seen any honest evidence. So I don't know where this is going to go. Well, nursing, nobody can tell you who you can and cannot talk to or who you can and cannot help. That's up to you. I'll wait until it all plays out. That's all we can all do. Just let it play out and see what happens. Well, right now, it's not my problem. A lot of them don't. They want to control what you say, how you say it, when you say it, and everything else. That's on them. That's on them. Well, a lot of them enjoy bullying people because they disagree with what somebody thinks. And there's no reason to bully anybody because they don't agree with what you agree with. Everybody has their own opinion, just like everybody has an asshole. Everybody has their own opinion. Well, and then if you think about it, everybody who's on YouTube that goes from channel to channel to channel can be called a troll. Damn, 35 to 14. Holy shit. And only they're still in the second quarter. Wow. I know, T, why did you go and call Carl Sugar Cakes? Nope. I'm not getting involved in it, Troy. I'm just not going to get involved in it. I'm staying out of it. I'm staying out of it. Not going to get involved in that. Because I look at this way, one or two things are going to happen. Either one, it's going to be proven false, or two, it's going to be proven right. Until then, I'm not going to get involved in it. I'm staying out of it. If it is true, I feel sorry for the individual involved, and it's wrong. If it's false, whoever made it up needs to go to jail. Because that's an accusation that nobody ever wants thrown at them. I don't care who you are. And the easiest way to deal with it, stay out of it. Let the facts come to the surface and see where they go. Is that right, Jeff? Um, well, here's the thing, though, NQ. What they come up with, is it facts or is it fiction? There was no talk about Bandit long before then, Jules. Oh, Texas just got to delay a game. That's why I'm avoiding it until the actual facts come out. I I don't know what he's doing. He could either be panicking or he could be laughing his ass off. Who knows? Nobody's there. Who knows? Because nobody knows where this all came from. Who knows, Ninja Pig? It could be or it couldn't be. Who knows? No. I don't think it was on a live stream. Well, everybody handles things differently. Everybody handles things differently. That one I don't know. Uh, I'm not gonna go look. How the hell with them, Ninja Pig? Well, it don't look like that's happening. They're up 35-14. Oh, they would. They would, Carl. They would, Carl. They'd be all over it. Right. flies to shit. Well, that's just it, Ninja Pig. And I'm not watching them. I got better. They're not worth it. Because I'm erring on the side of staying safe. If Michigan loses, Bama might have a chance to get in there, yes. But only if Michigan loses. And they're running a perfect record right now. Yeah, Texas is 11-1, but Michigan is 12-0. So the likelihood of Michigan losing, I'd say, is pretty much slim to none. But who knows? They might get lucky. Kurt, you never know. They might get lucky and pull up the upset. It's happened before. It's happened before. There have been teams that have pulled up the upset. Oh, let's see. So far, I just can't believe the score, 35-14. I was not prepared for that kind of a score. I figured it'd be a closer game, but apparently it's not. Yeah, they beat Oregon last night. I watched that game. It was a great game. It came down to the last play of the game, and if Oregon would have gotten a touchdown, Washington would have lost. But it was an incomplete pass, and it turned the ball over to Washington because they went for it on a fourth down and couldn't complete it. So Washington won by 3 points. It was a good game, though. It was a really good game. Was this Monday Night Football Peyton versus Eli? I thought Peyton Manning retired. And Q, that's all they do. If you don't follow what they say and agree with what they say, they bully you. That's all they do. Florida State against who? Ooh. Okay. Florida State's 12-0. Ohio is 11-1. Texas 11-1, and Alabama's 11-1. So well, we'll see how it all plays out. That's all we can do. That's what I'm going to do. Robbie's not my friend. Robert Escobar is just, I see him as a troll. No. His channel he got his channel back today. He can go live today. Well, I don't know why NQ's got you blocked. That's between you and her. You don't have to try explaining your word, Jeff Chops. You don't. Nobody's expecting you to. So there's that. It is. Well, Carl, there's a lot of things that most don't know about her. Oh, I know they do, Dee, and I laugh at them. They're comical. You know what, Jeff Chopswood? I can't tell anybody where they can or cannot talk. That's their choice. And I don't care. I don't hold it against anybody. Because I can't, I'm not your father, I'm not your mother, I'm not your grandparents. I can't tell you where you want to go talk. You're an American. You can talk wherever you want. Man, would it be right for me to hold it against you? No. Um, One day he showed up here because of the amount of people I had in my chat. It was on the hot list for YouTube. And then some of the trolls were in here and talking about, I brought up Troll TV or Live TV and Troll Central. So he ended up going over there, and that's where he goes. Because once you hit a certain number of viewers, YouTube promotes your channel as a hot channel. And it came up on Jeff Chops Wood's screen, so he came over there to look. And he's been a member ever since. At least they got a good artist. I like Nelly. At least they got a good artist. Is he doing hot in here? I wonder how much that cost him to get him to do that. It's hard to say, ain't you? Oh, that was Nelly. Thank you. Jeff Tuxwood wants to know if you will unblock him. But I guess you got him blocked. I don't know. Don't know. No, I don't know if he is or not. I'm surprised they got a live singer there. Jeff Chopsworth with his dogs would like you to unblock him because apparently you got him blocked. And he's asking if you will unblock him. Well, Nelly does it. Oh, there's Undertaker. And yes, Undertaker's out on the field. With the belt. He wants you to see if you got him blocked because he can't see what you're saying. I don't know. He's saying he can't see what you're saying. No. Either you have to have her blocked or she's got to have you blocked. One of the two. That's why you don't see her talking. Or it's just YouTube as usual. Never know. Could be YouTube as usual. Oh, like I said, it could just be YouTube as usual. Edison Hennessy, why don't you come up and talk instead of leaving a message in the background? Show your ugly face, you fake Aussie. Yeah, I'm calling you a fake Aussie, Hennessy. You're a fake Aussie Kiwi. Why don't you click the link at the top? What are you afraid of? You sure got a lot to say about Duke City Responder and other people. So why don't you click the link? Oh no, he's in here, NQ, which means you probably got him blocked. Well, yeah. Are you on top chat or live chat? It makes a big difference. And NQ, are you on live chat or top chat? Come on, Edison Hennessy. You want to make the comment on my post? Why don't you come in here and talk? Or are you afraid to? Well, I got a couple questions to ask you. Come on, Hennessy. Come in here and talk. If you want, you can just talk and chat. He wants to know if you can see him, NQ. No, see, if I had him blocked in here, nobody would see him, but everybody else sees him, and you both. So something going on between you two. Blame ET. Yeah, that works. Oh, now comes the throwing contest. Shut them down, huh? That'd be a mistake on your part. Oh, they can try. They are. Well, for what? What would the secretary of services send me a bill for? I don't have a secretary. Don't need one. Uh, if Al's listening, what message do you want for Al? Because I'm pretty sure he's listening. I'm guessing he blocked you over on Troll Central. Oh, okay. That's between you and him then. What do you want, Busta? Oh, you want to come over and say hello to everybody? Come on over. Okay, come on over. I'll let you say hello to everybody. I'll let you say hello to everybody, you little shit. There you go. Say hello to everybody. Uh, leave things alone, you little shit. They can't, Jeff. Don't believe that bullshit. And that's all it is bullshit. Oh, Christine, Al and Carl are just like everybody else. Al has a wrench that he uses for people who disagree with him. That's just Al. Edison Hennessy, why don't you come in here and talk? What are you afraid of? You should run your mouth, but you're afraid to come into anybody's channel. Why is that? He will. He always does. He was sleeping on his bed, and then he decided to come over here and pester me. And that's what he does. I think he enjoys pestering me. Man, it's okay. I still love him. Come on, Edison. Why you leave messages on the back door, but yet you won't come forward and talk in a chat room? Why is that? What are you afraid of? What are you hiding? Hey, Tommy, what's up? What are you trying to hide, Edison? Why is it you're leaving stuff on notifications, but yet you won't come in the room and talk? What are you afraid of? You afraid somebody's going to attack you? Like you've been attacking everybody? Is that what it is? Or is it because you can't control what gets said other than what you say? Which one is it? How you doing, Tommy? Which one is it, Edison? Here, let me read you. Um, Accident Hennessy commented, nice tossing them out like that. I'll follow up on this story. She subscribed 14 minutes ago. Then she says, a most interesting channel. But yet she's in her listening, but yet she's afraid to talk locally. Wonder why that is. Wonder why that is. What are you trying to hide from? Oh, hopefully you have a good day, Tommy. Oh, is she?
Under those circumstances, I will agree to that. Okay, I finally got the coil out. Now I don't know what I did with the new one because that's how my day's going. All right, what do we have questions? So if we even participated in chat, honey, I don't know. PD, I don't know. That's the other thing. So now she's telling everybody that she didn't know. She's telling everybody that she didn't have information, that he didn't send information to her. Although AP has said that she has as well. She said that recently on a live stream. I'm not taking her word for anything, guys. Please don't think I am. But it's kind of a weird thing for her just to come out of the
I
woodwork
guess
and
she's
say,
afraid of getting attacked. Who knows?
I don't know. But crap, lost my train of thought. Trying to find my coil.
Who knows?
Oh, she's saying that he never sent her any information either. So
I'm
I
giving her
don't
the
know.
opportunity.
Maybe the whole thing was his psychotic. Maybe I was right in my
She
first
talks a lot
assessment
of
that maybe
smack, but
he was
yet
just crazy.
she's
And
left 2
having one of his
messages
weird
on my
fantasy
community,
moments, or I don't know.
but
For
yet
some
she
reason,
won't
thought that
come
was
in here and
gonna
talk.
make
But she's
me
listening,
endear me to
so
him.
who knows?
I don't know. I cannot answer that question. I can't tell you where his thought process was. But I do know that since I put that message out, and then people reached out to me and confirmed the exact story that he said, which I didn't tell you word for word what he said on the phone, because that also would, that would be putting out information that's not cool to put out. But it's confirmed that the person I talked to, the same situation, facts are very, it all lines up. So I'm just going to take it to my lawyer because I don't know what to do with it. I have been a nervous wreck ever since. He messaged right after I was away from the I was away from the Pirates for a couple of weeks,
Even more information's coming
and
out.
everybody was wanting me to, wanting me to come back. I miss everybody. And at that point, again, I still didn't hear crap he's telling. And again, unless had people not reached out to me, that I had no idea who they were, who I didn't know a name until they reached out to me. I had no way to reach out to them. But I had no other proof than him telling me that. And I convinced myself that it was just some crazy drunk rant for whatever weird reason. But, after putting that out, then the evidence came in my lap. So now I have to handle it legally for everybody involved.
Don't you always, Carl?
That happened. Yes. Yeah, this is a past event, not recent. And I only know of a single incident. I was only told of a single incident. So, I'm not making any mountains out of any molehills. I think this is a big enough mountain itself. Well, my lawyer will contact, any authorities. I don't know what the statute of limitations is in the area that this happened, but my lawyer will find out. Yeah, I'm Midwest. I know. I'm taking all the hits of you didn't see this coming. I don't know what you expect me to say. The people that hang around over there are good people that have good hearts and a level. The very most of them, and the very most of them are being lied to and manipulated and told. And every time that the shit absolutely hits the fan, told that he's going to kill himself, which is the trump card. There's been time when he was in rehab, we tried to get the community, to get together on somebody else's channel, do something else. And I don't know, it just, everybody seemed to rally around him, and he used to be fun. He used to be fun. He has devolved. He's devolved since the first time he came here, horribly. And he came here to go to rehab because he knew he needed to go to rehab. When he got out of rehab, he did detox is what he did. When he got out, he did well, or was really good at hiding it, one or the other, until he left to go to crystals. This last time, there was alcohol cans all in our fence row when he left, and you guys heard how he was acting or saw or whatever when I did my interview. It was apparent that he was out of control and was trying to ruin the interview to test and see if I would take his side on something like that. And no, I had no use for it. When he left, my husband told him that
What up, Bam?
he better hope that none of this hurts me. I think he was more than aware. If you guys want to know why I got, walked off the plank the night that I did, I think he was more than aware that he had burned all bridges here.
Oh, you're having a good day. Oh, let's see. Did she send me another message? No.
So ever since you told Red not to have anything to do with Riddle, and you got so mad when you found out he's still talking to Riddle, was because you knew the story and when it happened.
Hennessy, I'm
No,
waiting for
that's
you
when
to
I
talk
found.
in the
Yeah,
room
well,
or
I mean,
come
that's
up
what
on
got
the
me.
panel.
That's one of the
You
things
got a
that
lot
got
to
me
say
freaked
about
out. I
people.
mean,
You're attacking a
again, like
lot
I
of
said, I
different
didn't
people.
know. I
Come
didn't
up
know at
and
that point what
apply
was real and
why.
what wasn't. But I knew he was telling Riddle information. He also had just got through telling me he had been telling Riddle information about all of us, and that was being passed to AP, and he was trying
Come
to
on,
tell me this
Hennessy.
wild story about how that was somehow going to help
Here's your
us.
chance.
Okay, so you have to understand that I just wanted.
I'm curious as to
I
why
needed
you
all
decided you want to
communication with
attack
Riddle to
people.
stop, because that was,
Got to be a reason.
whatever. That was not a positive situation. If anything of what he
Why
was
don't you
saying
come up
was
and talk
true.
about it, Hennessy?
Okay, hey, John, that's fair. It's a fair question, and I don't have a good answer. He called. He had Brenda call and say he was going to kill himself because Crystal was drinking or something. Whatever the story was, don't believe it. I don't know if Crystal. I have no evidence that Crystal was drinking. Okay, I have no evidence. I'm not running Crystal down. I'm telling you what I was told, that he was going to kill himself because he was in danger. Blah blah blah. I've since found out there are a lot of plausible, the word Occam's razor keeps coming up to me. It's like, what was the most logical explanation for this situation? And to be honest, the one that all this horrible shit that's coming out was not the most
Oh,
logical. To me, it wasn't the most logical explanation. And I don't know. But when he got here, he was so spun out that I knew, uh, I don't, at this point, he can call me and tell me he's going to kill himself. He'll just have to go do it because he won't be here ever again. No way. And especially knowing that would be not knowing
she
what I know
is.
now.
And if you think
Very
about it,
heavy
Christine,
question.
anybody who was
I
part
do still
of
have a cough.
any
I
of it
apologize, but at least I have a voice.
is having a struggle with it because this
They
is
do
something
not
you would
want
not
to press
expect to
charges
hear.
because they have been emotionally manipulated for a long
You really
time.
want it.
That's
This is
another
just
reason I
something
think
you would
my
not
lawyer needs
expect.
to handle it. I don't think it's fair for me to drop it just because that's her wish, but it's certainly not my information to tell. So I'm going to let my lawyer handle it in the most appropriate legal manner.
And unfortunately, it is what it is. And that's why I'm just going to
Way
let it
back
play
when they
out.
went to confront Dom, he was saying Riddle had dirt on him and it could put him away for a long time. I never knew that. So,
Because I don't know.
well, Nursey, that's going to have to be, you know, that's not my situation to deal with. I
And
mean,
with
yes, there probably
the
is some
way he
culpability
talked
to report
about
this, which is why
others
I'm
that
letting my
did
lawyer do
that,
exactly that.
you wouldn't think it was him. He'd be just as guilty, unfortunately. But as it turns out, who knows?
Yes, I have evidence that Ninja knew before.
Who
She's
knows?
the only person I have any evidence of knowing. Well, that's not true. Of course, there were family members involved with the child that also knew. Duh. But as far
Because
as people
think
that have
about
been
it.
drug into it from the YouTube streets,
He went after
which,
Bandit
okay, that's probably, I shouldn't
for
say that. That's
this
probably
exact
stepping
same
over the
thing.
line.
And then Ninja to call
That is what
the
that's what
people
she said to
involved
me.
is bullshit. Why try scaring somebody not to testify?
Well, I can't control what anybody does. They need to make their own decisions and whatever.
That's
No, I am
tampering
not
with
a
evidence.
nurse. I
That's witness tampering.
do private sitting with one specific
Yeah.
friend of the family. Not sure how that's
But then
pertinent
again,
at
so
all.
has Big D.
Yeah, I'm only answering questions for my own accountability. Okay, I've go Master Grifter. Go back and listen. I've answered that question. I didn't know it about him. I was trying to find out some evidence because, as you can clearly see, nobody believes anything without the evidence. Nursey, I don't have evidence of that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've heard that, but I've heard it was other people as well. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all ridiculous. Hopefully, all the truth comes out, and if it is true, appropriate action is handled.
And I have repeatedly said, you're getting at that nurses have a duty to report such
Exactly.
behavior. Parents, mothers,
Thing is,
people who have ever been a daughter, people who
T,
have ever been a
aka
mother,
Master
people who have ever
Grifter,
been a father,
allows
people
Bandit in
who
his
have
chat
human
all the time.
compassion,
And we all know
should
Bandit
probably
is
report
a
things. But
known
like I said,
convicted one.
I don't have evidence. So my lawyer, who knows how to handle legal matters, will make sure that whatever information is appropriate to be reported to whatever
Because a lot of people saw that police
agency
report.
will happen. I was not planning on interviewing the victim. Hey Edwina. Hi sweetheart. How are you? Brian, hello. I've been better, dude. I've been better.
Because Bandit's police report was put out on live stream on pretty much every channel.
Hello.
So it's not like it's old news.
So, anybody else got a question? I have no credible information to back any of that up. John Doe, sorry. You do what?
Oh, I know.
Angie is the wife, the ex
How do you
that
think
was
people found it?
living with him in the house.
How do you think so
That
many people
I
found it
I
and
don't
posted
know.
it on YouTube?
I don't know.
They went to the federal
Oh yeah, I'm
section
turning
federal
all of that
website,
over to my lawyer. How many times do I need to say that, guys? I'm gonna turn
and it
it
was
all
all put out
over
there.
to my lawyer, and my lawyer will make sure that everyone who needs that information legally will get it.
And
But it
then he
was
comes up with
confirmed for
this
you.
law.
Did you
There's a
at
letter
least try
that
to provide
exonerates me.
resources for the
Bullshit.
victim? Actually,
If the
I
letter
did
existed,
not. I did
the
tell her
courts would have
that I
submitted it,
know
and
all
he
that
had been cleared.
information and
He's
that,
still on the list.
she needs anything. Yeah, there are programs near her that I'm aware of that I could help her with. And I hope that whatever, there will not be a lawyer cost. My lawyer is a very good friend of mine. She would, when I used to go in and do the um work in the jails, she was my partner.
If the lawyer, if the
So
so-called letter even
she'll handle
existed,
all of this without a cost. That's
he'd
not a
been
problem.
exonerated. So the letter doesn't exist.
If you knew as of recent, why did you go on your
That was a
stream
lie.
and
Because if there
confront
was
her
such a
with
letter, it would have
packet
been used.
pistols? If you had thoughts
The
that
moment
you
it
were
was submitted to the
doing that, why would you go?
courts would have read the letter and
I'm not
dropped all
sure
charges.
what the question is. I'm sorry.
So there's no letter. And him saying it's going to cost him $2,500 to get copies of the court records? Bullshit.
Okay, everybody on here that wants to play
I get a
lawyer,
copy for
you
$160.
go ahead and do that. You go over and double discuss everything that I have chosen to do, and you pick it
And the only
apart,
reason is
and
because of
that's
the
fine. And
amount
be
of pages
obviously,
on the court record.
happy knowing that you
Oh, I know that.
backseat judged my decision in this matter, and that you feel morally superior. And I'll sleep
The
well
vet says he
knowing that
needed
my lawyer will make sure
$2,500 to
that
be able to get
everybody
that letter to
that
prove to everybody.
needs to know about this
Bullshit.
will.
You do a FOIA request, you pay $160 because of the amount of pages that were from that court
And
hearing.
y'all gotta know, I'm finding out about
That's all
this
it is.
way
They're paying
later
for the
in my life
pages that they
than
print up.
I don't know. It's just
It's not
you guys are
20K
expecting me
or
to
25,000,
go
whatever it was.
Captain America,
It's all
and
bullshit.
it's silly. My lawyer is perfectly capable of handling what needs to be handled.
Because when you
I
FOIA
do not know who
that,
knew
you're
about
paying
this.
for the
That
pages
one
that they
person has
print up
said they knew
for
about
your
it.
FOIA
That's the only
request.
person that I know of.
That's all it is. And it's sure in the hell not 20 grand.
And Bandit is banned in my channel, just so y'all know.
Who knows? Who knows? The story keeps changing,
Bandit is
Christine.
banned in my channel.
The story keeps changing.
That was a decision that I made quite a while ago. I am not currently a foster parent. I have foster parented quite often in my life. I had the last child that we had as a foster,
Who knows?
we have adopted. So I have had, my home and my whatever has been rigorously
I'll be right back.
investigated. I have a background check every year because of my other job. So, but next question. Christy, I'm not going to answer that because that's identifying information. I will not do that. It's one of those where I would have been dogged if I didn't tell what I knew. I'd have been dogged if I, by telling it because I don't have proof. Yeah, this is one of those situations that it's a horrible situation, and there's no right way to handle it because it should have never fucking happened. I should have never been put in this position. To have to deal with this information. It wasn't my information to deal with, but now that it's been put in my lap, I'm going to do the best thing I know to do with it. I am reporting it. Thank you. The fuck? Actually, I already have reported it. My lawyer and I have already spoken. That is a report. I know what's wrong with you people. Yeah, you would think so, Edwin. You would think that they would want to just back off and let it lie, but you can't make a common sense cake out of all the flour they got over there, apparently. Thank you, Florida Mama Bear. Prayer has been the big man and I have been very close lately because I've really been trying to figure out I've lost sleep over this, y'all. I'm not playing. This has been a problem for me. This has been a huge problem for me because I really wanted to just go, okay, this is him talking some crazy ramped up mess, but I couldn't just let that, I couldn't let it be. And then when I saw other people who were seeing different lies, not this one, the people that I'm trying to help get away from him did not. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to highlight that. Don't even know what it says. Sorry. The other people that were just trying to get away from all the lies and the bullshit because there's so many. This is only just one. This is the worst vein. And y'all, that's why I wanted to know about this because I figure all the rest of it's just bullshit if this is true. This is what needs to be dealt with. To hell with everything else. But other people were figuring out other things that were lies, and he wanted to shut them up. And so I needed to know, I'm sorry, I needed to know. Well, that I'm accountable for that then, Christy. I don't know what else to say. Okay, Mary Beth. Somebody get rid of her. If this can be all the old receipts you want. Yeah, it's old. It happened a long time ago. I was just told about it a month ago. It's not old to me. Sorry. And I think, something like this, there's never somebody tell me what the statute of limitations on this in the average state is, because I don't think it's old news to law enforcement. I could be wrong. Maybe it is. Thank you. God, I can't believe that the trolls are actually are defending me right now. But but I'm taking accountability too. Like, I made huge mistakes here, y'all. I truly did. I had this suspicion. I had this revelation. I had this confession, and I let him come back in my house because I was just, I don't know what I was. I was an idiot. I was stupid. Let me assure you, he was never alone with a child in my house. Ever. Not even before. Look, I have had people in my house that I have helped get clean. And they've had to come to my home while waiting to get into rehab. So I have had situations where I've had people outside of my family in my house with my children. And let me tell you, I know how the fuck to watch them. Yeah, I've made terrible mistakes. I've made terrible mistakes, and I'm taking accountability for it because this shit has to stop. And the only way it's gonna stop, I'm the right person to do this because Red's scared shitless of my old man, and I don't have any big skeletons in my closet. So I'm the right person for this job,
Okay,
y'all.
Christine.
I'm the right person to stand up to him and say you're
Well,
not gonna
if you
bully
think
people
about it,
that are done with you. I'm the right person for the job.
if you think about it, look at what the trolls do to everybody. They come up with, they make shit up and everything else. Like, for example, Dad Ant says he knows me. He don't. He don't know who I am. No, doesn't know nothing about me. And that's what they do. That's what they do. They make shit up as they go along. And this is the truest statement you'll ever see. That's all they do. That's all they do. But that's the truest statement you'll ever see. Typical. To attack the reporting party and victim versus the predator. What is wrong with people? That's what they always do. They attack the victims, but they don't attack the predator. What does that say about them? To me, that's a sick individual that will go after the victim and not the predator. And that's the sad part. That people will try condoning it, covering it up, sweeping it underneath the carpet, and it's wrong. It really is. That's it, Christine. Nobody knows. But we'll find out if there's an investigation and where it goes. Until then, it is what it is. And all the pirates that are sticking up for him makes me wonder. Nobody's heard from him. Nobody's heard from him. He can go live right now. The only one that's gone live is Crystal. And all she does is play music and let people talk in her chat. She hasn't addressed it. Oh, we don't know, G. We don't know. But if you think about it, the time the neighbor went at him and Mel kicking him to the curb were close together, makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder if they don't run hand in hand together. Because if you look at the time frames, it was what within a week after the neighbor incident that Mel kicked him. The parent and the child had come forward and said they want to talk about it, and then Ninja called them trying to influence them. There's no excuse. Just because he's drunk is no excuse. I'm sorry. If you get drunk to that point where you think somebody's somebody else, you need to stop drinking. That's no excuse. Don't people need to quit coming up with excuses to explain their actions? I'm sorry. Being drunk is no excuse whatsoever. How many college guys use the excuse, well, I was drunk, I didn't know what was happening, and getting up to the wall for date rape? Because drinking alcohol is no excuse. It's a cop out. Blame the alcohol. Don't blame me. Blame the alcohol. It's a cop out. Well, I look at it this way. Both the individual and the parent want to talk about it. So that right there alone says there's something there, but nobody knows what. I never heard about that, Carl or Kurt. Never heard that. You making that statement today is news to me. So I don't know. I never heard that rumor. So But the biggest question rises because Ninja called this person. Did Ninja know? Who else knew and was trying to cover it up? Who else knew and was covering it up? Because why would Ninja call the victim and talk to the victim? That's tampering. That's witness tampering. That's a crime. Why would she call the victim, trying to get the victim not to testify or make a report? Why? That throws up a lot of flags. It really does. That throws up a lot of flags. Because there was absolutely no reason for Ninja to call the person at all. None. Absolutely none. And the fact that they put the victim's name out in their Discord channel so everybody knows, no. We just re victimize the victim if it is true. And that's bullshit. Not like they haven't been thrown up already. Add to it by calling them and talking to them about it. Hey, why don't testify, don't file a report, just let it go. Oh hell no. Why would you want somebody not to make a report on that? That doesn't make any sense, now does it? Because Ninja had no business making that phone call. Absolutely no reason. But yet she did. Why? Why make that phone call? That's the biggest question. Why make that phone call? Especially if it has nothing to do with you. Say, nobody's asking that question. Nobody's asking that. Why is that question not being asked? Why would somebody call a potential victim and talk to them to try getting them not to say anything? All that does is just adds raises red flags. But I am going to shut this down. I got things to do in real life. I want to thank y'all for being here. Y'all behave. Have a great day. Be safe. May God watch over all of you. Peace.